Thank you very much, Caroline and Minister. First of all, I want to welcome the members of the Tuam Mothers and Babies Alliance who are here in the balcony listening to this debate here this evening. Minister, I think if you take Tuam, for instance, between 1925 and 1961, what happened there, and if you take the courage of Catherine Corliss to come up with the findings of that, and when you listen to the outcry from the public as to what did happen there and in other places, the big light of hope that was coming on to people was the fact that, first of all, the state apologised and a redress scheme was going to be put in place for the survivors. I have spoken to a large number of survivors, and it's not about the money, it's about the principle. And the principle is, Minister, that anybody who was in a mother's and baby's home and was separated from their mother, or the mother separated from their child from birth, is a survivor. I'm going to say this, that there's no such thing as an apprenticeship for 6 months before you feel anything. And I think every child deserves that to be said for them. There's no reason to put a time frame on it. I think that anybody who has been affected by this, who has been separated from their mother, should, in all honesty, be included in the redress scheme. There have been very good amendments put down, but they have been ruled out of order for one thing and one thing only, because it's a cost to the state. And I think that's the damning thing about what's going on here. And I know, Minister, you want to do the right thing, but I do believe that the people here who are up here in the gallery and all survivors across this country deserve what was intended to be their ray of hope after years of holding a secret themselves. People have spoken here passionately, far better than I could ever speak about it. But I do believe myself that there is an opportunity right now, there is an opportunity this evening for us as politicians to be able to stand up and hold up our head and put out our chest and say, yes, we're going to do the right thing for all of these people. I would ask you, Minister, to consider that everybody who was in a mother's and baby's home who was separated would be included in the redress scheme. That anybody who was fostered out would also be included. There is no reason, logical reason, why people should be excluded and why we have to create division. We should not categorise survivors. It's unbelievable when you think about it. And we have to consider the survivors and what they have said and what they continue to say. And I think this bill is meant to be a bill that will actually do something for survivors. But in effect, it's actually a negative. When you think that 40% of survivors will be ruled out of the redress scheme for no reason other than it's a decision that was made to try and save money. And I cannot see any other reason for it. People have waited a long time for justice, Minister. They've waited a long time. And I know you've done a lot of good work since you came into office, and I respect you, and I would respect the work you have done. But I do believe that we've talked about the past and we talk about the dark days. But I think today we can shine some light, some ray of hope on all of this horrid saga, and that we should be able, as politicians right across the House, agree that we'll do the right thing. So I cannot say it any other way other than, Minister, I cannot support the bill as it is because we are actually excluding people from it. And I would ask you to consider it, to go back to your officials and to say we have to do this right or we don't do it at all. People are really and truly upset, which they shouldn't be. They've had enough of upset in their lives. People are concerned, and people have been sending us messages the last number of days. I think I've probably received up to 500 messages Each of one I have replied to out of respect for these people, because I think that's the least they deserve. So I think we just need to call halt, look at what we're doing, look at what we're trying to achieve. And I think what we're trying to achieve is justice. And justice is not served if 40% of the people are ruled out. So I'll finally say it again, Minister, I plead with you, please reconsider this whole 6 months issue. Thank you.